We're live. Hello.
Ooh. Well.
Hi, everybody.
No, I don't like it. Let's stop.
Josh, are you intentionally framing your phone like that?
Me?
Yeah, let's maybe before we start, let's talk about the important things, the things that the world needs to know. And that is
the lack of hair.
the lack of hair. Yeah. Did it fall out?
Yes, it did. Yeah. It's terrible. I mean, it was the weirdest thing because I travelled up to Scotland, and the further north I got, the less hair I had. It was the weirdest thing.
Froze off, mate.
It's just, yeah. I mean, it was. I blame Arwen. I blame Storm Arwen. Just big wins, Just.
It's always Arwen.
Mm-hmm. I mean, to be fair, it was like ridiculously snowy as I travelled up.
Yeah.
There's some crazy. I got some crazily good pictures from the train, some of which is on social media, some of which I will share in the future. But yes,
Bake me, don't leave. It's okay. We're not blaming anyone. It's fine. No blame here. Just laughing.
A little bit of blame.
Okay, just a small amount. Yeah. Yes. Can you hear us okay? Because this is the first time that I'm doing the stream. So
it
let
sounds
me
good.
know.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing. It's the first time I've ever called into the stream, which is which is amazing.
Yeah.
It's a complete novelty. I've still brought a light though, because I happen to have one.
Of course.
Which ironically proved incredibly useful the other day when we came back and there was no power in the house.
Oh,
yeah, yeah. Turns out one of the things which you think would be on their checklist, was the Josh Bishop. Hey, so we have no power. I'm like, oh, of course you don't. And it was the case that it's like one of these buildings where they have like electric meter stick.
Oh yeah.
And what they had done when they handed me the keys, didn't really bother to check if it was topped up or not.
Nope.
Oh.
Buggers.
Would you think would be like, if you're checking new people in, that's kind of one of the top priority things to check?
Power helps, yeah.
So,
yeah.
Welcome to Scotland.
Well, power's been knocked out.
They have a climate conference, and the next thing you know, they've just turned off all the power.
That was the solution. Turn everything off.
Simple.
So yeah, it's been practically useful. So there you go. And now it's just there for effect.
Well, we've got to have proper lighting somehow, haven't we? First of all, I'd just like to give props to Ben, who has called this episode Santa 2 Mace Windu.
I did not call it that.
I know, but you typed it in.
I typed it in, yes. I did do that. A very good job of that. Yes.
Good at that.
Who really came up with that? That's what you want to say, isn't it?
No, it wasn't me, would you believe? Yeah, I know, right?
No, it was me.
Yeah.
Oh.
I want to take the credit. I can't.
It was also the child's thing, his bit.
That's
so
true.
It was really made sense that Josh nicked it.
Yeah. And what a good episode it was. I really enjoyed watching that one, I've got to say. A little bit different because of, it's mostly a really long fight, sort of drawn out fight. But then I watch it back and realise how little fighting there was actually in it. And
yeah. It's
and
just stupid.
What?
It's going down.
Yeah, right? It's just
man.
All the initiative served as was basically a chance for each of us to do something stupid, and then it just moved on to the next person doing something
that
stupid.
Doesn't sound like us.
It was a huge amount of fun, that episode, it has to be said.
Oh, yeah, it really was. It really was. But I suppose we should get started having a quick chat about the craziness that happened. So, I mean, well, we started off in the cave, didn't we? We just opened that door. We'd all lost memories apart from Leamington. And
of course. Why would I lose memories?
I know.
I'm
for
not
some
silly.
reason, for some crazy reason, we decided we needed a long rest after what was a rather difficult couple of fights that we'd been through with the werewolf and the first Santa. And then, yeah, Josh, you had a dream. I don't know anything about this. Literally, we know. Well, I know as much as you do. Our viewers at home, but you had a weird dream. What was that about? Or well, maybe
Well,
you
I
don't
don't
know.
know either, really.
Mm.
I think, yeah, I mean, it's interesting because, well, I can tell you the one thing that the dream did affect, which was the whole stealing the armor routine. The thing that was going to happen, but didn't because of the dream, was I was going to steal the armor and take it back to camp on my own.
Oh my god!
That was what that was originally, but because of the dream and being called down below, I went the other way.
Ah,
Wow, that would have been amazing.
that would have been good.
Actually really enjoyed seeing that happen.
Yeah, that was the whole ploy for that bit, but didn't happen because I was like, well, I feel obliged now.
Well done, David.
Avoided some problems there.
Yeah, right.
I mean, no, I actually had things like, I just, gotta be prepared for anything, especially with you chaotic lot. Yeah. Actually, my players on my other games. The game I was doing their game last night. My first group that I created on D&D Scotland Discord, and they're pretty chaotic. You guys are pretty pretty close to the amount of chaos.
Oh, well, we need to do better.
So to get you,
right?
Wow. We have to be the most sanity. Come on.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Rebrand,
okay.
most sanity.
Well, maximum chaos.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll be interested to see how crazy they are.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, yes. Do you say that they're on Discord as well?
So there's pretty much all kinds of D&D servers, but the one I operate on is D&D Scotland. Because I did join D&D Beyond, which is the official D&D server, to like maybe find people in games, but most of them in America, and the time differences can. I remember when I first started playing, and I did it through that. I was like playing D&D till like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was just like, eventually as things started to open up and I got busier again, it's kind of, this is not sustainable. The game kind of, I mean, that was the same for the DM. And they can really keep the game going as well. But it was my first introduction. And then I was like, I need to find games, right? I was like, is there a Scotland one? I was like, oh my god, there is. And that's how I joined it. And I've been DMing for just about a year now.
Wow.
So a player for 2. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, I'll tell you what, after less than 6 months, you had to start dealing with us. So bloody hell.
Yeah. Not an easy start.
Well, that was the thing. I was finding it really hard, and I still find it hard to find games that one suit my timing, and also, that can actually just join, and that's why that's why a lot of people become DMs, because it's kind of like, I can't find a game, so I'm like, I guess I'll start the game. I have no idea what I'm doing, but
that's
just
right.
try your best.
That's right. We don't know what we're doing either, so it's okay.
Yeah,
definitely not.
Hey, it's a collaborative game.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm just a mediator.
We'll get it. We'll get it wrong together.
Yes. Well, that's actually a really good way to put it. Actually, like,
is that the tagline?
Doing it wrong together.
So, going back to the craziness of our latest Dungeons and Dragons. So, you wake up as the child and decide to hide the armor instead of taking it back to camp. This was This is quite interesting, wasn't it? Because I mean, you went into the next room, not really knowing what was there. Noticed that there was a Draugr, and then tried to was it lower the armor into one of the ravines, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And that went well.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, because I knew that I couldn't carry it with me because it was just underarm. And from the character point of view, because at that moment, because Runt had lost his memory of the beach party and making up, all of that, and
Yeah.
he's just left with the kind of like weirdly on the mission with these people that he doesn't like anymore and who hate him. The idea was take the armor for himself and complete the mission, and then kind of go off and do his own thing with the money available. But getting called below, what else was I going to do with the armor? Like, give it back? No. Hide it. Hide it safely.
It's
And
yours
quietly.
Later. But then obviously didn't go very well.
No, what are you talking about? It's fine. Yeah, as you say, didn't go very well. A poor roll, shall we say, that let you down there. And all of a sudden, you are face to face with Mace Windu.
The scariest.
Yeah.
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 I mean, sorry, carry on.
I was just going to say there's surely more Star Wars jokes we could have come out with, but it was just we were enjoying it too much, I think.
I mean,
to be honest, we spaced out a bit when it came to that.
Spaced out, good.
At least one person got that. Okay, cool. Points to chat if you got that one as well.
So yeah, I mean, from that we Nightbreeze and Leamington wake up and go to investigate. And Leamington, I seem to remember you hiding behind Nightbreeze, trying to peek around him and have a look.
That sounds like me.
Yeah, exactly. The
Not me,
the heroic thing to do.
The tool. That sounds like the tool gnome. Yeah. Well, he's wise. He knows how to avoid getting into trouble.
Exactly. Yeah. And so this is the point where things start to unravel, because I mean I think that combat starts at this point, and we sort of work out what we're all going to be doing. And Leamington, your first part of that combat, as you will remember, is running up to Runt with a ball bearing in hand and trying to intimidate him into saying you're taller.
I actually forgot that I did that. I know. I mean, why? Oh, I was annoyed with him, wasn't I? Because he'd taken the armor. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that was a valid response. In fact, I'm, I thought that was a good, he didn't overreact. It was a natural reaction for a gnome. And Runt was lucky that he'd caught him on a good day. It could have been. Let's just put it this way. I think it was this episode where I found out that you could intimidate people and sort of ran with it. And let's say if we're doing another one, there's going to be a lot more of it, because intimidation's very fun.
The funny thing was your face. I remember watching your face like, there's an intimidation check I can do. Like, it was like the fact that you didn't realize the pure joy in your face when you realized.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if we started again, I would do it so differently. So much intimidation.
Just everything.
Everybody would be intimidated. Yeah. Even Darius.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I might be dead. Would died quicker.
Kill you.
Oh yeah, that was fun finding that out. Yeah.
Dear, oh dear.
So yeah, sorry about that. Run. Yeah.
No, I thought that was good. I really enjoyed that. The fact that the thing is, the fact that you are intimidating him into believing something that is quite obviously not true is even funnier as well.
I really don't know how that was supposed to work. I mean, I guess it was more just he was so scared that he didn't care. I don't know.
No, I think you played it really well, Josh. Where you were like, "Yes, you are." I think like the way you played that. Yeah, sure, absolutely. You're just kind of like. Get her over with. Like,
don't worry.
Well,
It can
like,
happen
you don't
again.
make jokes about a man with a gun, you know.
Yeah.
Or a spider.
Or a big fucking spider.
yeah.
Well, I mean, it was pretty ridiculous, but
I mean,
I love
isn't
it.
Not though.
Yeah. We've done worse, I think.
That's true.
Leamington's definitely done worse. Although intimidation would help with that situation that I'm thinking of.
Everything's going to be intimidation.
Oh
now,
yeah.
isn't it?
If I go in a tent, complete intimidation going on here.
I want to know what happens when you roll a critical 1 on intimidation.
Oh. Am I just really charming? That would be
Leamington and charming in the same sentence feels like a tradition. I don't know.
Some of wherever I'm sure, you know. I'm gonna find him charming.
Oh god.
I mean, none of us are charming, really, are we?
No.
Nightbreeze tries and yeah, it's just yeah.
So
I like to imagine that there's like in Nightbreeze's head, he's like the kind of shining knight, kind of.
Oh, definitely.
Like, off of all the stories, you know, going out and saving the day and like defeating the dragons, and just kind of bumbling along.
Beams of sunlight deflecting off his armor, like
he truly believes he's King Arthur, 100%. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, on the outside, it's not looking like that at all, is it?
Not at all.
It's like that meme: expectation, reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be the dice for the story.
So next thing that happens is Runt, you had cast a spell to give yourself some more shielding. I can't remember what that was. What that's called.
It was.
Yes, that's it. That was it. And we've got to roll for chaos, and of course, you know, you only needed to get a 1 or 2. So of course, we thought, well, that's fine, be totally fine. And of course, you roll a 2, and chaos happens.
Well, you say chaos.
Yeah, I mean, thematically appropriate chaos, but
hey, the dice tell the story. And the dice tell the story.
It's so stupid. I had to roll that. Like, it was so stupid. I was just like, of course he did.
So
the odds of that happening are so small. It was amazing.
So you are now unable to get drunk for the next 23 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's
As
funny.
a small child.
Yeah.
With previous nat 20 checks.
Also 2 natural 20s on Constitution.
But you've forgotten the party, though.
Yeah.
So you've never drunk before. So we could have another beach party.
Yeah.
All 3 of us. Big beach party.
Yeah. Get ready for basically the same episode as a couple of weeks ago.
Beach party 2, mate.
Try to teach.
Oh gosh. So I think Nightbreeze then took his usual swing and a miss, and then it came back round to Leamington. No, hold on. In fact, I think Nightbreeze had tried to kick him off and failed. Yes. Then the child ran away and then bumped into him and failed that and didn't manage to knock him off.
And
then the smallest of the party, by quite a long way, equivalent tallest, but, the smallest of the party does a rugby tackle and takes this Draugr downtown, goes flying back down, manages to save himself. I mean, what the hell?
It's only a natural thing to rugby tackle. Come on.
To be fair, Ben, you're that person that rolls like stupidly well.
Am I?
I
Oh,
feel.
okay.
I generally think like like the roles that count. Like it's like those really
The stupid ones.
those moments that the ones where like two of them try to kick, push, and you just go, why are you all struggling? Dunk. And it was the same thing with the javelin and Nightbreed. Like this
That's
is how
very
you use the
true.
javelin. You're doing it all wrong.
Maybe you need to check my dice.
Yeah.
Magnetic dice.
Yeah.
It is.
No, I do roll ones as well though. When I need to be charming. So yeah.
But this is the thing, is that I think so. For me, Leamington comes across as quite competent, and Runt at points comes across as quite competent, but Nightbreeze doesn't, and that's despite the fact we all roll the same type of dice. There's no we don't change it or anything. It's all the same thing, but for some reason, Nightbreeze can never do bloody anything.
It fits how you play him, though.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I have very much lent into it. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I remember the first episode. You had dreadful rolls.
I know. Oh God, don't. Let's not go back to that.
It's always the javelin. Like the sword, you can actually hit people with like a melee weapon.
Yeah.
The javelin every single time.
Yeah.
Well, rolled hilariously.
That is funny.
Well, talking of that,
Yep.
the next play from Nightbreeze was to try and drop a javelin down at the Draugr and completely misses, of course.
Target. Not even moving target.
I know. He's literally laying down there on the floor and he completely misses him, which is great. So bloody javelins.
You should just get rid of it. Why do you pick it up?
I might just get something else, to be honest.
Get a spear. That would be funny if you got a spear and it worked really well.
Oh yeah, that would be good.
Spear and then threw it and it worked really well.
Yeah.
You can't throw any weapon.
Oh.
You could throw even your a sword. You could just go.
Yeah.
Ah!
Interesting.
I did actually do that in the not this episode, but the last episode. I threw my sword at the wolf trying to kill it. Didn't quite work, but
you did. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was worth a try.
It just went dunk.
Yeah.
Are you just really bad at throwing? Do you throw with your wrong arm or something? Do you think?
Well, I think so.
Yeah.
We did an old forced injury. Now I can throw.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Your excuse anyway.
Just throwing with the shield arm, just like. Ugh.
Yeah.
He does have a lot of armor on though to defend him, so maybe that
that explains it.
There's no movement through the shoulders. That's it.
Yeah, he's going like this.
Yeah. Side throw.
He ordered it in the wrong size.
Yeah.
Restrictive.
Yeah, really tight. Yeah, it's shrunk in the wash.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So next thing that happens is Runt tries to jump over one of the ledges and falls, and then immediately comes straight back up again, considering there's a Draugr down there. So,
right, hanging around.
No, absolutely not. No, I like the fact that you fail and you take some hit points, but you're like, right, bye, see you later. I'm straight back up again, all within 6 seconds.
Efficient.
I mean, you would, wouldn't you?
Hell yeah.
You'd find a way.
Hell yeah, when there's one of them down there. Definitely.
We should have intimidated him. I find that works quite well.
With a ball bearing.
Of course.
And then, of course, our old friend Santa decides to start enlarging himself and gets himself back up.
That's a turn of phrase.
I didn't mean that in any weird way.
Santa, no!
Oh no!
Oh god!
Oh good god! Ooh.
I apologise to the people in the chat.
Yeah. Oh dear! Well, that's happened. So Leamington, you have a clever idea, don't you?
Let me check.
Yeah. Sorry, what I didn't mean clever idea. What I meant was you tried to. We knew about this ball that was in the center of the first plinth, and you tried to use it as a weapon, which I really
did.
like.
I really wanted to throw it at someone. I hadn't worked out who, but I just wanted to use it as a bowling ball.
Brilliant.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah. The thing is, we know later that it brings back memories. So I'm just wondering, David, what would you have done if you'd have touched it, and then
hold on,
what would have happened?
I must have touched it though, didn't I?
Yeah, that's true.
You bonked into it. You bonked into it. Thematically, that isn't kind of what happened, but it was my way of trying to introduce, because you didn't really interact with it at first, but I kind of wanted to, which you did later. But would you have done it if I hadn't have played it like that?
To be fair, he didn't have any memories lost anyway, so he probably wouldn't have done anything.
But I do drink a lot.
But it's the sake of like when you kind of make contact with it and it glowed. It's to show that there's something that happens when you touch it, which you're like, you chaotic, like, ooh, touchy touch, I want to touch it. It's like the big red button.
That definitely works with Leamington.
Yes. But unfortunately, it was secured to the floor, so you could throw it. So.
Yeah. Should have used the javelin or something.
Yeah.
And then we come to one of my favourite moments, which is Leamington trying to ask if he can do a condescension roll. So...
And it's not a thing, is it? I mean, it should be.
Game it seems to be, so yeah.
It should be a thing.
I think it's like your invitation roll. You should just scratch it out and put condescending roll for you, just for our game.
I'm happy with that. Although being condescending is not as forceful, though, I don't think. So I think it needs to be a separate roll. But I think I need a higher condescending roll than intimidation. So.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And when I level up,
yeah, makes the note.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brilliant. Oh gosh. So I think you go and give some sass over to the child. From what I remember, you join him over on another.
I really did target the child, didn't I? This episode.
Yeah.
You were not happy.
He did steal the armor, though.
Yeah.
I mean, he was.
Yeah,
I mean,
enough.
Fair
enough.
Well, brother was, asleep. So
Yeah.
Rude.
Well, this all leads to Nightbreeze trying to rally the troops, only to realise that none of the troops are there.
Oh, that was funny.
Which was another excellent moment, to be fair.
Yeah. I mean, how could you not play on that? I had to. But that was really good fun. The thing is what I was realising is I don't think either of you are going to be in this fight at all. So I'm just going to have to play on that as much as I can do. And that's, yeah. Oh my God. You two are a nightmare.
Well, we don't want to make it too easy for you. I mean, if we actually tried, we'd actually kill things.
This is true.
Yeah, fair point.
This is true. Every time we've actually done anything.
I mean, even in this episode, it's true.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, I am playing it how Leamington would play it. So...
Very true.
Yeah,
Very true.
Leamington wouldn't want to be, shot at. He leaves that to...
It's
Mr.
true to
Breeze.
character rather than true to tactics.
Yeah,
Yes.
Leamington's very well, good luck.
Yeah, bye guys. I'm gonna go and find something else.
You got this. Hey.
You can do it, brother.
Oh God. Anyway, so yeah, that was fun.
I've got a child to intimidate.
Priorities, come on.
I'm gonna take candy from a baby, thank you.
It basically was, wasn't it?
You could do quite a lot of damage to. If we actually had a fight, though, I think it'd be a ranged battle. I think would be pretty close. Oh no, you haven't got much
between
damage.
Remington and the child.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I would.
Yeah.
Just add Nightbreeze in there, and then.
Oh, that wouldn't affect it at all.
Yeah.
Just hit Nightbreeze all the time. Hey, get out the fucking way!
You might die.
Like, hey, no, wait.
But yes, obviously Nightbreeze trying to rally the troops, realizes he can't, and then swing and a miss once again, as you'd expect from him. And then we come over to Runt, who runs away again from Leamington, falls again down the ravine. And then some awesomeness happens through a wild magic roll. You roll a 1 as Runt, and some brilliance happens, Josh.
Well, I think this is the thing, right? Because Ben just rolls well in general. I roll really well for story. Like, even back to the Nat 20s for Constitution before. I roll well for story, even if it means rolling badly for me. So the fact that I immediately roll a natural 1 on the magic roll, and then just the most ridiculous pick out for wild magic, a genuine, true wild magic surge, to have a really cool moment, literally, with ice. It's just great.
To become a literal Sub-Zero, I mean.
Yeah.
But
get my blue mask and stuff.
The thing is that we all know there's some crazy stuff in there that will do a lot of damage to the people around you and to yourself, and yet you seem to be getting so lucky. There's going to be one moment where it's going to be awful, but you're getting so lucky at the moment. You really are.
Well, because I know I have read through the wild magic spells before. I don't know them off by heart, but I could literally kill us all instantly at this level. Like, it would be very easy for me to just wipe us out entirely, and then that's it. But I've just been really lucky and had stuff that's really awesome and very kind of appropriate, which is just, again, it's the same dice everyone has. It's just pure luck, but it's worked out really well so far.
Yeah, you wouldn't want me with wild magic. That wouldn't go well.
No.
You just want to roll it every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole idea was because he's, to introduce some chaos and stuff, but actually it's done is just made a better story, really, which is great.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely agree. I think it's the tension of it. It's the tension of it. He's just like, oh no, what's about to happen? Oh god,
At some point, something awful is going to happen. That's guaranteed because it can't not.
I think it's going to be thematic. It's going to be quite a powerful moment when it happens. Story-wise.
Yeah.
Because of all the setup before of you guys are saying it's all rosy. It's like, oh, this wild magic thing's not too bad, and then it's kind of going to be that really
There's some really high level attack spells that just kind of can go off. Because it's fireball is the one I'm really hoping to avoid because you just blow up basically. And
then you cast it on yourself, and anybody in the area gets affected as well.
Run away!
What do you have to roll for that?
It's basically you go nuclear. Basically, that's effectively what it is.
A fireball is 60-10 damage.
Yeah,
60.
It's a lot.
Oh my god! Wow.
If it's you take damage double to your hit points, you die instantly.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that will be a complete kill. It will be a total kill, instant. Pretty much guaranteed.
Interesting.
Wow. The only time you could probably survive is probably if it's that amount of dice, it's probably level 6. You'd probably
I would be killed.
That's based on if you would roll all 6s, that would be bad. But obviously there's room. But if you were to max out to really survive on a maxed out like that, you'd have to be like level 6.
Yeah.
Or higher.
Yeah. Well, it's a 3rd level spell, so you don't get 3rd levels until level 5, I think.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
You don't get to play with fire until much later in, unless you cast it on yourself accidentally.
Oh god, I'm just scared for that moment now.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think we've spoken about it before. What if it happens right at the start of an episode?
It's a short episode.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the best.
Figure it out.
Right. It's just me us going.
That's why we all need spare characters, just in case.
Yeah, right. Jesus. Yeah. Oh, so true.
Different people.
What's the radius of it?
30 feet.
Okay.
That's why I've been moving away 30 feet when it's looking more likely. When I get to like 50-50 chance of it happening,
okay,
I tend to try and put space between myself and others just in case.
or near the monster.
Yeah. Well, I literally during the wolf fight, I did exactly that. I moved around the monster, around the wolf, so that I could get within 30 feet of the wolf, but further away from Breeze, so that if I did cast something like that on myself, I would also kill the wolf, but not hit Breeze.
I wasn't worried.
You didn't know you could die that instant.
No, I didn't know. Oh gosh. But yeah, brilliant. I like I really like the idea of this power. The fact that I think it lifts I think we take a little bit of liberty, but it lifts you basically back up as well. And was it you get maximum damage on your next turn, was it?
Yes.
Something like that, wasn't it? Yeah.
It basically means that the spell is whatever magic spell hits, it deals the maximum amount of damage. So, for example, had I had a fireball available, it would have dealt 60 damage immediately.
Wow.
Which would have been cool. But all my spells only go up to 8. So there you are. It's a shame. If only I'd read the spells properly before I picked them.
Yeah. Well, then we come to another interesting point as Leamington decides to explore the cave more and not worry about the mortal peril that he's putting his colleagues in, and finds a spider. Leamington.
Yes, and Leamington, really wants the spider to be his.
Yeah, right.
And he takes quite a big risk.
He does.
Yes.
He literally nearly dies doing it.
I know. Do you know what? The funny thing is, I was willing to die doing it. I wanted that spider, and how many points is this? 1 point. Okay, that's good. Well, what you don't realise is that at that point, Nightbreeze was no longer a brother. He got demoted, and the spider is now his brother. So he's riding his brother for the rest of his life.
What's a demotion from brother? What's that?
Second brother. Maybe he's still sort of a brother. You know, the less important brother.
Younger brother.
Middle child.
And then there's Runt as well.
There's middle child out there.
Yeah.
As you said.
Oh dear.
There with all the love. I mean it with love.
But yeah, Leamington, that really did make Leamington's whole trip worth it. It really did. Yeah, and it makes me happy as well.
You got stuck to him, didn't you?
But it was worth it, though. Look, it was a challenge, but, it was, worth doing because...
Oh, yeah.
I would have...
No game, right?
How many... I remember I had 2 rolls on one turn. And I think
you did 4.
Yeah, see, I didn't do good rolling there.
I was allowing you. It was I was allowing you to use your bonus action. I was being super kind.
Yeah, well, it's appreciated
because I realized you were taking this thing on your own. I was like, okay, I could have given the chance to survive.
I didn't get any help.
He screws out with the rolls. It's his own fault.
They left me to take this on by myself. And
Yeah.
Now you
rude.
know how it feels.
You're no longer a brother. That's why. Now I've got the spider. The spider will never let me down.
Well, talking about taking on things on your own, Nightbreeze finally managed to hit the Draugr with his war pick, which I was immensely proud of and very happy about. I think I even said that I was going to jump over the table at one point. But then, of course, it comes straight back to the Draugr, who then hits even harder, and Nightbreeze loses half his hit points in one go.
Holy shit.
At which point, I won't lie, I was a little bit worried. Because I realised, one more hit, I'm dead, man. I'm done. So
It was like literally one of the moments you're like, ha.
yeah, literally.
Do you see that, guys?
Yeah, right. He was too busy celebrating. That was the problem.
And you got like Lemonton to get passed around by the spider. Yeah, that was great, brother.
You're no brother of mine.
Oh gosh. So yeah, brilliant. As always, I'm taking hits in there as expected. But then we come to a moment which just encapsulates the ridiculousness of chaos magic, which is that Runt becomes Sub-Zero and utterly destroys this Draugr. So much so that its heart comes out of its chest. This is brilliant.
Well, we had to play on the Mortal Kombat, didn't we? Fatality.
Brilliant. I love the fact that we even had Get Over Here in there as well.
All the Mortal Kombat fans, all the Mortal Kombat fans are going, "No, Scorpion, you bastard!"
We know.
We're literally just deliberately trolling people.
Yeah,
we do that quite a bit.
I had an ice thing, not a fucking scorpion thing. So what can you do?
Yeah,
it's close enough.
Close enough. It was cool. Everyone can relax. Everyone can chill out.
Yeah. Oh,
get him.
Oh gosh. So that ended the combat, if you can call it combat. In one fell swoop, which was really good. Because as I say, I was worried, man. I was so worried.
I certainly wasn't going to help, so I'm glad someone did.
Genuine concern.
Well, I knew earlier because I got Hunter's Mark. Because Hunter's Mark adds more damage if you get hit.
It's another D6.
So yeah, I would have been obliterated.
Mm.
Like 11 plus a D6. That's all of my hit points gone in one hit, basically.
Oh damn!
So that would have been bye Runt.
Mm-hmm. We can't have that.
No.
He's integral to our team.
A crazy gnome. So it all ended all right.
Mm. Well, we come to the point where Leamington, you do somehow, after the fight's ended, obviously, manage to tame the spider
without any help.
Without any help.
Well, they didn't need any help.
And then realise that with the spider underneath you, you are now the tallest.
15 foot. Not equivalent either. And I'm not exaggerating there.
8 feet.
Yeah, but that's what you think.
Equivalent. Equivalent 15 foot.
Yeah. So I tower above the two of you. In fact, I can walk over the two of you.
This is why Runt needs to now go on my shoulders, so that
I still think I'd be taller.
My shoulders to be stable.
Hold on, you two could go on my shoulders.
Oh,
switch things up.
I'm not sure how well that would go.
Probably not very.
Jeez, you just open it up a circus, why don't you?
I just want to know how much damage Leamington would take.
David, you said it now. You know it's going to happen.
Oh yeah.
We are opening up a beach circus.
Down just in case. Hang on.
Is our thing collecting animals for a circus?
Okay, D&D circus.
Oh,
Prepare.
That's great.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Highly unethical.
Yeah. Oh
What's
dear.
it
Oh dear. So yeah, Leamington, you have a spider for our next episode, which will be very interesting to see what happens. So yeah, I'm looking forward to finding out.
I think it'd be interesting because he's the best spider in the world as well.
Oh,
so
that's true.
Best spider for the best rogue gnome.
Or now I'm going to annoy you now, Josh, by telling you what you wrote about Leamington in the. It's on YouTube. You called him a gnome rouge.
Yeah.
Close enough. It's close enough. The amount of people I saw when when Rogue One came out and everyone was calling it Rouge One. No joke. Literally everyone was calling it.
Is that burnt in? Fuck.
I think we can let you off.
How annoying. Do you know what? Because it was one of those things where I did it super quickly and then obviously didn't think about it because my internet was so bad. It takes 3 days to upload anything, which meant that I just had to get it done super quick before I came up here.
Yeah.
And
Whoa!
then, how annoying.
Ben's just brought it up on screen.
And it is.
What?
It is quite big.
It's just the entire screen. That's great.
Let me make it slightly smaller.
Let me try and get in the zero.
He's turned it.
I'd say there we go. I'll put it over my face. There we go. There we go.
I was trying to do it, but I was under the delay.
I'll tell you what. Hold on, David. Where do you want to be? Do you want over here? There you go.
Wait, what's going on? Oh no,
There you
Just put it on his face.
I'll put it over him so he can do what he likes with it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just take a bite out of it.
Yeah, you can. Oh, he hit it. Okay, he said it over here. Oh, you shouldn't put me in charge. Okay. Where are the band names?
He's in there somewhere.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Goodness.
It's a shame one of you is not a bard, eh?
Oh gosh. Well, it's good to know that you're a rouge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no, have we lost Josh?
Oh no, he's changing the graphic.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Well, we'll
Oh.
yeah, we have lost him. Yeah.
He
did well with the connection. He did well.
Yeah.
He'll be back though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, the Leamington Gnome Rouge is now over in the corner.
I'm just gonna leave it there.
Yeah. We don't need to give it context.
No.
Do you know what?
No,
The connection was the problem. He left.
Yeah.
He got annoyed.
It was the embarrassment.
Yeah. He got really rouged in the face, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh gosh. Well, hopefully he'll rejoin. But for now, whilst we're waiting, we'll have a little bit of a chat about what Nightbreeze finds out, which is that he manages to find out about the Draugr. Hold on, we might have a returnee. Hey!
He's back.
There you go.
There we are.
From a place with internet that cuts out to a place with internet that cuts out. So,
Brilliant.
Hey.
although it's not as bad.
That's not good. You don't want it that way.
I'm saying that Nightbreeze finds out about the Mind Flayer after getting some information about the Draugr, and the Mind Flayer turns out is the weird tentacled gentleman that he saw before entering the cave. So perhaps we will see him in a later episode. I very much hope we do, David.
It's just a tease. It's not.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like, hey guys, how you doing?
Yeah.
Like,
We're ne-
got minutes.
We're never going to find out. And of course, Nightbreeze heads towards the ball in the center of the first plinth. And I'll be honest with you, I had no idea what this was, but I thought, David's put it there. It's a weird ball thing. Let's just see what happens. And I assumed something bad would happen.
Red button.
Yeah, right? I assumed it was the big red button and we were going to be, I don't know, blasting into space or something weird. But instead, I got some memories back, which is quite nice. Unexpectedly.
Did you get all of them back? I can't remember, or did you only get?
No.
Okay.
So, yeah, Nightbreeze only got the memory of his
No,
one.
reset.
No. He got the memory of his true love
Yes.
returned to him, which is quite nice. But he still can't remember. I think the other one was to do with his best friend. He still can't remember them.
Friend.
That's it. Yeah. Ooh, friend.
Friend.
So yeah, still some memories missing. Hopefully we can sort that out. And then to end the episode, an odd and clever moment, David, as Runt touches the door to try and open it and forgets who he is. So how did that happen? Or how did you come up with that?
So there's a mechanic which you're obviously and those who have seen the episodes are starting to it's pretty obvious at this point. Every time that they touch one of these doors, they're potentially going to lose something. And I have actually, which I did I mention it in that episode about the?
Oh, you mentioned about yeah.
So I have mentioned it on stream. In terms of the pre-record. So yeah, there's like a random encounter table. So.
I like that because we get to roll for what is about to happen to us.
Yeah, so it's complete like it actually becomes more onus on you and really gets you involved in the consequences of whatever comes out.
So it's my fault basically.
Yes.
Are you allowed to tell us whether there's anything good on there?
I'm not gonna say.
Okay.
Nah, it would be much of a random table if you knew everything on it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. List it out for us now.
The table.
Yeah.
The contents. So there's some really fun, juicy stuff on there, which you potentially yet to discover if you decide to do whatever you want to do if in terms of keeping exploring this place. Which we'll obviously see in the last episode of season 1, Climactic, which comes out soon, and then you've got season 2, where a whole bunch of stuff is going to happen.
Yeah,
could be entirely. We don't know.
I've actually kind of structured the episodes already, so I'm excited for when we start doing that and doing more. As we've been talking about potentially more
circus. Is it circus based? Is it?
It's me now.
Is that your outline? Circus.
Well, we've got something. We've got obviously got something which the viewers don't know yet. To potentially that hints in next episode, so you'll have to watch the next episode. What's a hint into some of the things that might be happening in season 2.
Yeah, very true.
Maybe.
But before we go into that, I just want to say for Runt's character, obviously forgetting who he is, as you said, Josh, in some ways, actually isn't the biggest problem.
No. It's really interesting. I mean, yeah, because the whole idea with Runt was that he was built to be a blank slate, really. You know, there's a kind of rough and tumble existence on the streets, but it's not one that's based on identity. It's one that's based on survival. So really, it doesn't. The irony is forgetting who you are when you don't know who you are in the first place really doesn't do a huge amount. It doesn't necessarily change that much because he's someone who's had absolutely nothing in his life. So there's nothing good to remember. There's nothing bad to. There's only bad things to forget. So
Yeah, because you forget the urgent thing.
I mean, it's interesting as well because you could rebuild the character from that point if you wanted to and go in a completely different direction. It's kind of a chance at a different jumping off point if you want it to be. Obviously, it doesn't have to be, but I think that's a really cool chance to have. You know, that you could say, do you know what? Let's take this down a different road if you want to. You know.
Well, the only real like kind of conscious things I suppose that are there are the fact that he knows that he has this extreme magical power, which is incredibly deadly and cool, literally.
Yeah.
And other than that, there's not a lot, you know. It's a strange one because how do you play? It's a strange one to play, really.
Yeah, because that's the only thing that you can identify yourself with now. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Power. Unlimited power.
And the pals that you're with.
What have I made?
The people in the power, yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting setup.
Yeah. Well, I suppose that brings us to the end of the episode. Unfortunately, we don't have a trailer for our next episode. We have all been incredibly busy, and things have been sort of a bit difficult to get to a point where everything is ready. So trailers and things have been a bit tough to come by. But I promise you, there will be an episode of some sort next week.
Oh, careful what you promise.
Oh, okay. There may not be anything next week. Yeah, absolutely.
There'll be something.
No, there'll be something. Oh, there'll be something. All right.
Oh.
The one thing I will say is the next Dungeons and Dragons, whenever that comes out, man, there's a few moments in there.
It's a finale for sure.
Oh wow!
Like, you know what? We need a climax moment. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll think of something. Yeah, cool. And I was like, that was not what I was expecting.
No.
Right?
So
no.
I was just like, we're all like,
yeah.
What?
Stunned is the word, I think.
Yeah.
Happy.
Happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll understand why happy is quite harsh at some point.
Oh, poor Ronald. Yes.
But it is certainly a finale. I'll tell you that much.
Ronald's the spider, by the way. I don't think we mentioned his name.
No, we haven't mentioned that. So there you go. There's something new you've learned. You know the name of the spider.
Was that not in this episode? Did I not name him?
No, I don't.
Oh right. Okay. Oh, big spoiler.
So you ruined the episode now.
God.
I think that is in this episode.
Was it? Oh, okay.
I think it is.
I think as soon as I was taming it, I was like, Ronald.
Yes. You did do that.
Yeah, as you can probably find out, that's my
I remember.
That's my default name for everything. Because Ronald was a rat as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine when you get any more pets. This is Ronald the First, the second,
Yeah.
It's like they're all different animals. That does not matter.
Brilliant. But yeah, apologies for not having a trailer, but yes, there's some good bits coming up. I promise you that. Anything else we need to talk about before we leave? I'm not sure there is there?
How tall I
will shout out my friend Emma, who we've had on the channel before, whose film from HQ was on Channel 4 last night / this morning, which is really awesome. You can watch it on all 4. I'm pretty sure if you want to. So please do, because it's really awesome. And shout out Emma.
Cool.
Awesome. I'll definitely have a look at that. What's it called again?
It's called From A to Q.
From A to Q. Okay, I shall have a look. Wicked. Anything else before we finish off?
I don't think so.
Well, us or Santa? Had to.
Oh God! Don't. It's the thing is, we were making those jokes and it wasn't even December, and now it is December.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I am wearing a Christmas jumper.
Oh dear. That's too
suppose you're
soon.
allowed now.
And the hair.
No,
He came into the studio with such a smile on his face today. Early today, I was just like, "Oh yeah, the Christmas jumper."
Yeah.
Well, I brought it because I never remember to wear it, and I was like, "Well, I'll bring it, and then I'll wear it because I won't have any other clothes to wear."
Are you cold, Josh? This is what I'm sensing here.
It's cold up here, yeah.
Well, no, you're probably extra cold because of your hair.
No.
Yeah.
Got to get one more jab in.
I have been wearing more hat this week than I normally do.
Yeah,
Not
I'm not
surprised.
surprised. Yeah. Well, in that case, then, thank you everyone for watching. What a great episode that was. I really enjoyed it. I hope everyone at home enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm sure we will be talking again very soon. So see you then.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Bye.
See you guys.